Welcome to the channel today, and we'll speak about some of the things I've grown hearing or seeing that I think are just not right, but we've grown seeing them. And the first one is children should not speak, in front of adults, that they are to be seen and not to be heard. I think this is totally wrong. And I think from, say, people like our parents, my parents, they came from a point of thinking that that is equals to well behaved. And I don't think that is true. I do not think it is true. But I also think it means that we were exposed to a situation where we thought our views, our conversations, our voice was not important. Then we got thrown into a world where you need to be heard, but you were never taught how to talk to be heard. And that is the danger of not listening to your kids. Kids have opinions, they have perspectives, they have thoughts, and they need to be shown that they are important. Because it is how you raise them, yeah? Remember, foundational upbringing, the foundation. By 7 years, you have to have laid the foundation so that your children will be equipped for the world. By 7 years, you do not start molding when they are 18, when they are 20. You mold by 7. By 7, they have the foundation. So I think that is one of the most absurd things that was happening. And for me, with my children, I respect their opinion. They will tell me no, and I'm okay with it. They will say they are full, and I will listen to it. I won't force it on them. They will say, I don't want to do that, I don't want to wear that, I don't want to go, and I'm okay. So if we are having a conversation with adults, they can contribute to the conversation, and we will listen and we will discuss with them and with their adults as per their perspective and as per their opinion and their beliefs. So do not raise your children to think that they cannot speak. Please give them their voice when they are little. Remember, by 7, the foundation has been set. The undoing will be very hard for them. Number 2 was the issue of visitors' dishes. I believe if you're at my age or maybe a little bit older, you had visitors' dishes. And I think this was absurd. And okay, I understand. Probably they were coming from an economic perspective because they probably didn't have enough money. So suppose the children break the dishes and then visitors come, they don't want to serve them with the old dishes. But you see, now that is more of the parents' issues than it is the children's issues. So what if the plates get broken? What will the visitors not do by if you serve them with the old dishes? So I will give the example of my household because this is something that I do not have. I do not have special dishes or special anything, special dishes, special meals, special nothing. As it is, when we have visitors, it is the same as when we are just us, and that is it. Because you do not want to teach your children that there are some times when they are not so important, or to some element their importance can be put to the side. You need to show them that they are important and you value them, and you have placed them up here, whether there are visitors or whether there are no visitors. It does not matter who is in the room. They need to know they're important. Remember, we are setting the foundation early enough, right? And economically now, I think things, yes, it might be harder, but the availability of things is there, right? We have more variety. So you cannot give the excuse that you have special things for special dishes. Yeah, I don't think that is right. I think once they are at the age where they can use adult dishes, just let them use adult dishes. I mean, gosh. The third thing is I've heard is that it is women who make a home, and surprisingly this is being propagated even as of now, that it is women who make the home, and I do not agree. It is not the women who make the home, and this is why I'll say it this way. That conversation or that statement has given men the pass to misbehave. So a man does not have to be responsible, no, the woman makes the home. A man does not have to keep it in his pants, no, the woman makes the home. A man does not have to provide, why, the woman makes the home. A man will not do homework with the children, why, the woman makes the home. A man will not be present, why, the women make the home. Then the women, because they've been raised with this narrative, they just accept things that are emotionally draining to them, mentally harming them, physically harming them, and it's just absurd. It actually takes two to tango, and any marriage relationship, it takes two. So it does not take a woman, neither does it just take a man. Yeah, it takes both of them. And people will say, oh, Proverbs 31 woman, me, I'm not subscribing to that. Fine, I can be the Proverbs 31 woman, but also as a man, be the man that God said should love his wife and provide and protect, the wife. So that narrative of it is the woman, I think, is totally false. It's just ni kugandamiza wanawake, surely ni kugandamiza wanawake, and I think it is a man who came up with it, so that women can just accept anything, and the men can just have, a go at doing whatever they want to do. So I would advise, do not subscribe to it. I think it takes two. I don't think it is not even thinking. It does take two, because it will take a toll if it is just one, whether it's a man or a woman. It will just be too much for one to handle by themselves. But I think it's absurd. Me, I don't subscribe to it. I do not even accept to think about it. Leave alone to even accept it. I will not even accept to think about it. Out of my books. Out. Totally. The other thing I got told personally was, do not join the music or drama club in high school. It will get you spoiled. Gosh, how absurd. Probably I would be, a musician now, or a dancer or something, but I wouldn't know, because I was told those clubs are dangerous. The people who join those clubs, they are dangerous people. Like, they are not well behaved. And for me now, I understand. It is a parenting issue, because it came from a point of parenting in fear. You have not parented your child to understand that they are responsible for their own behavior. It was also a point of not appreciating talent, I think. And I think it is wrong. Do not parent your children in fear, because joining a club does not mean their behavior is bad. Being a dancer does not mean their behavior is bad. People are making money out of those things, crazy money, right? But we were told, most of the ladies my age, music and drama club were discouraged. Is it not? The other thing was, I should not see you with a boy. Oh my God. Ati, where you're in the village, I don't know where you're going to the shop. Ati, and your mother hears that you were seen conversing with a boy, I don't know, with a neighbor, with who, what? Why would you do that? No, boys, there are no boys, not talking to boys. You see them, you go the opposite direction. Are you mad? Speaking to a boy, why? But then again, parenting, I think, back in the day was they were doing as per how they know best, I think. However, it was the wrong approach. And I don't think that equips any child for what they are to find in the world. Because imagine your parents tells you, I should not see you with a boy, and then they also at the same time want you to get married at some point in your life. So how will you know how to interact with a boy? And remember, they do not tell you this is how relationships go. You have to learn by yourself. Then you understand? So the thing is, I heard that a lot. Do not be seen with the boys, and if you're seen with a boy, you're in trouble. That was quite absurd. Please let your children mingle. Let them be with boys. Let them be with girls. Then teach them early enough. Start having those conversations about relationships, age appropriately, of course. Have those conversations so that even when they are getting to interact with the boys, they don't get carried away, or they don't get too excited too quickly, and then they end up making the wrong decisions. Yeah. So I heard that a lot, and it's something that I think is wrong. And as society now, I don't even think we can prevent it. And if you do, children have become so opinionated, they will just rebel. And there's mobile phones and all that, so it's difficult to do that. So the thing is, those are some of the things I heard. They were totally crazy. I'd probably have been more equipped at life if Some of those things were not there, but they were there. But now I know, and I can raise my children better. Remember, I said everyone raises their children as per what they know best. So this one is not to blame the parents or to say they did something wrong. They were doing the best. However, I know things differently. Life is different. We definitely cannot raise our children the same way we were raised. That world does not exist. We have a different world now, and we must raise them and we equip them as such. So as a recap, please remember that your child's voice must be heard, and your child, they must believe that you listen to them and you value what they have to say, and you give them opportunity to speak and to be heard, and that they are not different from any other person, any other cousin, any other brother, any sister, any other child, regardless of where they live, where you live, what circumstances you're in, what your financials are, what your family looks like. They must get to know that they are okay as they are, and they are valued as they are, and they are important as they are. And remember, now we have CBC here, so you have no choice. They will go for skating, they will go for swimming, they will go for drama clubs, they will go for music, they will go for maths contests, they will do all those things. So remember, it's not just the math that is important. Their social skills are important. STEM activities are important. Arts activities are important. You have to have them all, but the thing is not the activities in themselves. It is how you raise your children. So do not raise your children from a point of fear. Do not. So I hope I've shared something that will help you make better decisions as your parent, And do not forget to like, to comment, and to subscribe. Thank you, guys.